And you guys, I'm looking at your schedule,
What do you
and
think?
there's 44 games, 5 games, 8-day road trip near the end of the season. Looks a little tough, and that would occur August 16th through the 23rd. You guys would go Atlanta, Toronto, Dallas, New York, Chicago. Fever, Liberty, Aces, and Valks all have 3 back-to-backs. Damn. The Sky and Wings.
You see
Wow.
how you said that?
No, but the Sky and Wings have 0.
When asked about the scheduling mess, Boston had the perfect response. She basically told everyone to stop whining and deal with it. According to her, today's young players don't really understand what struggle looks like. Back in her day, teams would catch 6 a.m. flights, land on game day, grab a quick nap at the hotel, and head straight to the court. No excuses. No special treatment. Just show up and play basketball.
But at least, listen, the young guns, shut up. Our back-to-backs, we would take the 6 a.m. flight out. We'd land on the day of the back-to-back. We would go to the hotel, finish our nap, and then we'd get up and we'd go play. So suck it up, young bucks. Suck it up. Y'all are good. But you guys are playing in LA on May 13th and July 8th.
Yes, so you'll be there, right?
So I'm going to just say that we're going to do a live show on that day with me and Leslie Jones sitting courtside, telling everybody to jump stupid. That's what we're going to do.
Honestly, she's not wrong. The WNBA has been coddling certain teams and players for years, and it's starting to feel absurd. And the Fever definitely aren't on the receiving end of that kindness. If anything, they're getting the opposite treatment. It feels like the league is deliberately piling on obstacles to see whether this Caitlin Clark experiment can survive under maximum pressure. That brings us to the Boston-Clark dynamic, which is where things really get interesting. In a recent interview, Aaliyah Boston talked about a photo she posted for Caitlin Clark's birthday, and the story behind it is hilarious. In the picture, Caitlin is clearly explaining something on the court, fully locked in, while Aaliyah is standing there with a blank look, clearly not absorbing a word. Boston said the image perfectly sums up their relationship. Caitlin is always reading the game, always thinking ahead, always trying to communicate what she sees. And Aaliyah? In that moment, she's basically thinking, okay, but I'm playing terribly right now. Boston said Caitlin's response is almost always the same, calm, supportive, reassuring. You're fine. You're good. Constant encouragement, even when things are falling apart. That's the dynamic. Caitlin sees everything, talks through everything, and tries to keep the team mentally engaged, even in chaos. The photo was taken in Atlanta, which Boston specifically pointed out because she claims she never plays well there. Someone tried to remind her of a solid playoff game, but she shut that down immediately. She said she only made the final basket and everything else was awful. That level of self-awareness is refreshing. This kind of honesty, no polished PR, no fake hype, is exactly what fans want. Just 2 elite players being real about what it's actually like to play together at the highest level. Now zoom out. The Fever opening the season against the Dallas Wings on May 8th is must-watch television. For number 1 draft picks on one floor, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Paige Buchers. That's not just another regular season game. It's a statement about where the league is heading. The storyline is already locked in. Caitlin versus Paige. The established superstar versus the hyped rookie. The player who changed the league versus the player expected to be next. It's perfect drama, and the WNBA is absolutely going to lean into it. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to say out loud. Paige Buchers is getting special treatment before she's even played a professional game. No back-to-backs because of her knee, fine, that's understandable. But why does that automatically mean Dallas gets a scheduling advantage over everyone else? The Fever don't get that luxury. Caitlin Clark takes constant physical punishment from defenders. Aaliyah Boston battles in the paint every night. The coaching staff is trying to build real chemistry while dealing with one of the most brutal schedules in the league. And they're expected to just deal with it, while Dallas gets the red carpet experience. This isn't new. It's part of a larger pattern. Some players and teams get protected. Others get thrown into the fire and told to prove themselves. The Fever are clearly in the second group, which is wild considering Caitlin Clark is the most marketable player the league has ever had. She brings ratings, ticket sales, jersey sales, everything. You'd think the league would want her rested, healthy, and thriving. Instead, they're running Indiana into the ground and hoping she survives. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston is playing in the unrivaled 3-on-3 league in the offseason, and hardly anyone cares. Not because Boston isn't great, she's elite, but because 3-on-3 basketball just isn't that compelling long-term. It's a novelty. Boston even addressed the Fever's schedule during those media appearances, and you could tell she was frustrated but trying to stay professional. She sees Dallas getting pampered while her team gets crushed by the schedule, and she can't exactly say what she really thinks without consequences. The contrast is maddening. Caitlin Clark brings unprecedented attention to the WNBA. Millions watch her games. Arenas sell out. Revenue spikes. And the league's response is to make her path as difficult as possible. Some people argue this is a test, seeing whether the Fever can handle adversity and become real contenders. Maybe. But it also feels like resentment. Like Caitlin succeeded too fast and didn't earn it the right way, so now she's getting hazed at the organizational level. The Boston-Clark partnership will define Indiana's future. If they build real chemistry and maximize each other's strengths, the Fever become legitimate title contenders. Boston controls the paint and the boards. Clark runs the offense and creates shots. On paper, it's perfect. But chemistry doesn't happen automatically. They have to trust each other, communicate, and genuinely enjoy playing together, even when things go wrong. That birthday photo says a lot. Caitlin is constantly coaching on the floor, trying to help teammates see what she sees. Some players would hate that. Boston doesn't. Even when she's not fully processing it, she respects it. That mutual respect is the foundation of something real. The pressure on this duo is massive. Indiana hasn't won a title since 2012. They've been rebuilding for years. Then Caitlin arrives and expectations explode overnight. Boston was drafted first overall in 2023 and won Rookie of the Year. She was supposed to be the face of the franchise. Then Caitlin shows up and instantly becomes the biggest star in the league. That kind of situation can breed resentment, but Boston has handled it with maturity. She understands that Caitlin's success helps everyone. This attention lifts the entire league. Higher ratings mean better deals and better pay down the line. Anyone who resents that is missing the bigger picture. That doesn't mean everything is smooth. There are moments of frustration. That photo proves it. Sometimes Caitlin is breaking down plays and Aaliyah is just trying to survive the moment. That's real life. And that honesty is why fans connect with this team. Looking ahead, the Fever face a brutal road. Tough schedule. Intense competition. Relentless pressure. But they also have something special. If Boston and Clark stay healthy and keep growing together, Indiana can compete for championships. The May 8th opener against Dallas will tell us a lot. How does Caitlin handle the page hype? How does Boston perform early? Are the Fever ready now, or do they need more time? Either way, people will be watching. The Fever are appointment television. Every game matters. Every moment is dissected. And Boston's honesty about the schedule, her struggles, and her partnership with Caitlin